Let's now go to advanced assessment of health disorders. Let's discuss mental health status examination part 4. Assess general intelligence. This is measured by performance on intelligence quotient tests. Measure adaptive functioning by having the patient perform simple calculations or verbal reasoning tasks. Test abstract reasoning. Abstract reasoning is the process of drawing conclusions or inferences from piece of information, and it is evaluated by having the patient explain metaphors or complete analogies or sentences. Person of average intelligence and healthy mental status should be able to perform these tasks easily. Problems with performance may be indicative of cerebral lesions, left or dominant hemisphere, brain damage, organic syndromes, or low level intellectual functioning. Assess writing and fine motor ability. Have the patient write her or his name and a few words or simple phrases. Ask the patient to draw a clock with complete numbers and hands and set the time at 10 minutes before 2. Ask the patient to copy shapes on the piece of paper. The ability to coordinate the complete fine motor skill task is indicative of an intact central nervous system. For example, sloppy or incorrect clock construction, including incorrect spacing of hour numbers and incorrect hand placement, suggests dementia or parietal lobe damage. When a patient omits or adds letters and shapes or misuses words, this can indicate aphasia. Problems with geometric and common figures or uncoordinated writing point to cerebellar lesions or peripheral neuropathy. Patients with mental retardation will probably exhibit common mental health disorders and associated findings. For diagnosis, a depression, the effect of emotion is sad. The thought would be a negative or slow. Perception of view is low self-esteem. The judgment is indecisive. Motor behavior is slow, retarded. Speech is soft. For mania, it's elated angry outbursts, and then racing, grandiose, impulsive, hyperactive, and pressured. For schizophrenia, flat or inappropriate, delusions, paranoia, auditory hallucinations, indecisive, rigidness, withdrawn, and disorganized. For anxiety, it's anxious and fearful, obsessive, hard to concentrate, worry or fear, indecisive, pacing tense and fast. For delirium and dementia or short term memory, it's labial, confabulation delusions, visual or tactile hallucinations, impulsive, difficult because of cognitive loss, wandering, pacing, and varies. Mini mental status examination. The Folston Mini Mental Status Examination is a relatively common and brief screening tool used to quantitatively assess cognitive functioning or document cognitive changes. It consists of 11 questions that can be completed in 5 to 10 minutes. The test score depends upon summing the numbers derived from each correct response. Each item has a specific number of points. This is a clinician administered instrument of questions or tasks that test the client's cognitive functioning, such as orientation to time, place, and person, recall, short term memory, and arithmetic skills. The cutoff point to indicate cognitive impairment is generally 23 to 25. There is evidence that older and poorly educated patients may give false positive scores when they do not have mental or neurological disease, and that it may miss mild impairment. Test scores of 20 and less are common in patients with dementia, schizophrenia, or delirium, but scores in the 20 to 30 point range are common in patients with affective disorders. Thank you for your attention.